Hey guys, my name is Emily, 17 years old. I am from a very rich family. My dad is a businessman. Please, before I continue my story, please don't forget to like and subscribe to Animated Story Time. Me and my best friend Jenna, we know that this girl, Sarah, is from very poor and she has to work part time, and we use that time to pay her. So I went to the mall to go buy some few clothes. And as I was about to pay for the clothes I bought, I found out that my card has been declined. I was so shocked and decided to call my parents to find out what happened. And they told me shocking news that all our accounts have been frozen and that I had to come home immediately. I was so shocked and I ran home. As soon as I got home, I asked my parents what had happened. My mom said she didn't even know what was going on. But my dad said that he had invested in some business that wasn't doing so good. So now they lost everything. We went to our rooms early and I just stayed up all night watching social media and did nothing. When I got outside the next morning, I saw my parents outside. Then I also saw some people carrying some of our stuff. I asked them what happened, and I finally found out that we were getting kicked out of our house. I was so shocked. My parents tried to stop them, but there was nothing we could do. We had to move into an old shed my mom used to live in before, and it was so dirty. I hate I hated living there. We tried everything we could and we were so angry. How could we live like this? We were trying to think of ways we could make money. I didn't even know what I was going to do. Then I suddenly remembered what I could do. I remember that I have friends, right? I first called Jenny because I know that me and her were very good friends. But she said that she couldn't give me any money, and she immediately cut the call. I was so confused. Even all my other friends cut the call on me. At school, I decided to come over to talk to Jenny. Her and my other friends were ignoring me, and she literally just said she couldn't hang out and left. I was so confused. When I got home, things weren't any better. I heard that my dad had sold my brand new latest iPhone and gave me cheap rags to wear. I was so upset. I didn't even know what to do. And mom wasn't really helping in matters. She spent most of our money on expensive takeout food, even our spa treatment. Ugh. Because of that pride of not being wanting to work for his colleagues again, and mom has zero skills, they started pressuring me to work. Even though we argued a lot, I still agreed because, well, we still needed a bit of money and nobody was willing to hire. I'm crying because what I usually did to Sarah, Jenna and her friends just did it to me. Soon, Sarah came over to me. I was so sorry and apologized to her, but she didn't really mind and we became best of friends. I heard you were looking for a job, and the diner that I work in is looking for one more waitress. Are you willing to join? Of course, I didn't want to, but I had to, so I reluctantly joined. On my first day, I was very angry because I wasn't really used to serving one, and also that customers were so arrogant. But I gradually got used to it on like my 1 week of staying there, thanks to Sarah's help. But one day, while I was cleaning the restaurant, this guy came. He was very annoying. First, he requested for fried egg. So I brought him the fried egg. I didn't request for fried egg. I asked for a cupcake. So I brought him the cupcake. But you can't you guess that he still refused. How could you bring me a cupcake? Did you hear what I said? I said I wanted bread. So I brought him the bread. It was so annoying. He spent all day annoying me. I was so angry, I almost started to cry. But I pulled myself together and continued the rest of my work. After my shift, Sarah came up to me. She comforted me and called the guy a stupid jerk. But that wasn't the worst part. He kept on coming to the cafe every single day. And every time he wants to be served by specifically me. And he said that he liked me. Ugh. That day I was very happy because I got my very first salary. Yay! I was so excited and brought the money to my parents. I was expecting praises like you tried, thanks a lot. But what I really got, my dad snatched the money from me and said, "This money is too small. How do you expect us to buy anything from it?" I was like, "What? I earned this money and you're here complaining that it's too small. Why not find a job in..." My dad found a job as a manager in a small company. And my mom also reduced the time she goes to the salon or spa. And guess what? She pays them with my hard earned money. Wow. I went out on a walk with him. I found out that his name was Jake. And he was a very good listener, very good, funny, smart, and kind. After Jake and I started to talk, I finally realized that I never thought of what I wanted to be in the future or what I wanted to do. But I finally discovered that I wanted to own a business. So I put effort into it. I kept attentive in class, I wrote my notes, and I was finally catching up in class. Even my teachers noticed it. I ignored everybody's taunting, eyes or talk and whatever they gave to me. Everything was finally looking up, but my parents were still dissatisfied and angry. Soon I got a message from Grandpa. He said that everything of us being poor was just a prank. I was so shocked. Even my parents too were shocked. Turns out everything of us being poor was a prank. So Grandpa saw how mean me and my parents were to people, and he said he wanted to teach us a valuable lesson. So he pretended like we were getting poor, hired some fake people to come and act like we were poor. Even Jake was an actor there. He secretly came to the restaurant to bother me to see how I was going to cope. I and my parents were so shocked. I can't believe Grandpa would do this. I was angry at first, but finally realized why he did it, and I was calm. I was very angry at Jake, but we later made up and we were in an official relationship. I was so happy to be with Jake. And by the way, my old friends tried to get back with me, but of course I refused. I was with my old friends tried to get back with me, but I was happy with my friend. My mom and dad were still very angry about what my grandpa did. And one real day, their business really did get busted. They didn't know. They thought that it was one of Grandpa's pranks, but I asked him, and he said he didn't know what happened. He went to the documents of my dad's company and realized that he did invest in some horrible business and it didn't work out good. So he tried. I was very tired. Dad went back to being a manager, and mom continued complaining. I moved out of the house as soon as I turned 18. With grandpa's support and the savings, I got a new apartment and I focused on my job. I was the top in my college. Thanks to my grandpa's help and support, I started my own business and I hope it will grow and grow.